Hi everybody, my name is Roman and it's Marketing Watch House. And today we're going to talk about the splitting your campaigns in a lot of small pieces. Okay, let's go. To make your advertising the most efficient, you need to make as many splits as you can. Because if you, for example, just sell used cars somewhere in New York and you just create used cars by the only keyword in your advertising campaign, it will probably fail. Because it's not, you don't give an exact answer for exact keyword, you don't create an exact landing page, you don't try to answer each customer with a separate, very detailed answer. So this is not the only example where we have to be detailed. We also need to understand that different regions, mobile devices, audiences, and a lot of other stuff, a lot of other ways how we can group our customers also affects our conversion. For example, if I sell, tickets, flight tickets in the United States, I would split the states and the regions inside the states. For example, big cities like San Francisco, I would take it out of California and create it even separately. Why? Because the people that live in all the United States, 246 million people, are very different. Different sex, different religion, different job, wealth, and they wanted to go to different places. People in New York will buy tickets to California much more often than people from Georgia, for example. And that's what you have to understand. So there is a very good quote that I actually love and I use almost in each my conference that I'm taking part in, is done by John Wanamaker. And it's a very, very famous one. Half of my advertising is wasted. I just don't know which half. And that's the beautiful part about making performance marketing. You're trying to make so many small pieces until you get the piece that is actually not working and just cut it up. Cut it from your advertising campaign. That's very easy. Let's have a look on the pieces. First thing that you have to understand, and this is like just must have, you never put display network and search network in the same campaign. This is two completely different people that actually have a look on your campaigns in the search. They have a problem right now, right here. They wanted to solve them. Go, 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 go. And people that go somewhere, for example, look at the weather for the next week because they want to go with a girlfriend or with a boyfriend somewhere, and then they hope see your advertising. This is completely two different intents. So that's why you never mess search network and display network together. And I'm not talking about I'm not even talking about the formats, like what you want to actually say them, and that you cannot be exact for displaying a match, but you can be exact for search match. So just remember that, and let's go on. Another thing is geographical split. Geographical split is very unique thing for each business. You can ask about your business in the comment section. I will answer this and I will try to make a good geographical split for you. But something that you have to know is that no matter where you do your advertising, unless you have a very local brand, you have to make separate regions. One is the most important region for you and others are just relevant for you. For example, you sell a festival tickets somewhere in New York. You're going to have a New York festival, I don't know, for example. And you're going to make advertising for New York separately, for New York region, for the East Coast, for the West Coast, and for the most important states in these coasts. For example, you're going to make it different for San Francisco, for California, probably also different, but in a lot of middle states will be all covered together because they have much less population and much less wealth per person. This is just an example. If you have a local brand, the same works for you. Like if you sell cars, if you have 4 or 5 shops in California with 4 or 5 different dealer shops, you're going to have different regions depending, and if it's very, very close to your shop and people actually can go to your dealer shop after the work, or they have to travel there, for example, for 2 or 3 hours. That's quite complicated. This is another example. This is percentage of young adults. A lot of data here. Actually, you can Google a lot of stats about your region, about your country, or about your city, and you will see that people are really distributed very, very differently. So that's why geographical split is something that you have to do. So you create one campaign with one region, another campaign with another region, and you cross negative the regions between the campaigns. For example, you make a worldwide English campaign, you will create a separate campaign for United Kingdom, for Ireland, for India, for United States, for Canada, for Australia, for the New Zealand, and so on and so on, and then you're going to have the whole other world that you're also going to split. For example, European Union, it does not speak English by default, but it's a very wealthy region, and you're going to separate it from Russia and China, for example. So that's the way you're going to work with your geographical split. Another things here you can go through, the presentation link is below this video, have a look, and you're going to be very, very impressed with the data that is provided here. Device split is also a very cool thing. In 2019, almost every person that is interesting for your business have a mobile phone. But mobile phone and the conversion from mobile phone is very, very different from conversion from desktop. People more likely to buy something business related on a desktop than on a mobile, and people much more likely will buy something that is very, very urgent on mobile than on desktop. And that's why your business, and I assume that it's going to be somewhere in between very urgent and not very urgent, and you don't know where exactly, and you're not sure about the conversion rate from mobile and desktop and tablet. So what I recommend you, copy your campaigns, most important campaigns, not all the campaigns, split them by device, make desktop only for one campaigns and mobile and tablets only for another campaigns, and have a look on the result. There is a very high chance that you will see that mobile conversion rate is very different from desktop conversion rate, and you will make your advertising much more effective. This is very cool international information about how people really differ from country to country. It's not related to Google Ads directly, but this is something I wanted just to describe to you. For example, people in the United States usually believe that Facebook Messenger is the best messenger in the world and it works the best, but overall in the world, people don't actually like Facebook Messenger. WhatsApp is the most popular across all the countries. This is how we make a biased data. This is something that we think that, for example, people always will buy something from a mobile phone because I do like that, but it's not correct. We need to split and test. That's the only approach that will actually work for our campaigns. And the last split that I want to recommend to you is a language split. Here you can see the data about which language is the most popular in which state in the United States, except English and Spanish, and you will really surprised because some of the states much more speaking German or, I don't know, French than, I see at least one state that is much very popular with the Russian language, and one state very popular with the Vietnamese. That's what I want to recommend you. Like, if you make your advertising in United States and you provide your site in Spanish language, make a separate Spanish campaign with a Spanish language setting and with the Spanish advertising, with the Spanish ads, and there is a very high chance that you will get a lot of conversions by people who will just appreciate to buy on your Spanish speaking site. It probably will be 5% additional sales for your site, but 5% for the last year. How much money is that for you? This is the data about Spanish speakers that I'm taking. Like, have a look how many Spanish speakers you have on the left bottom of the United States, and you will see how people actually should create a lot of Spanish ads there just to test. I'm not promising that it will 100% work perfectly, but you have to try and then see the result. You don't try to guess something, you try to measure something and to see the results. That's the correct Google advertising. Thank you very much for watching. Ask your questions in the comments below and ask me if you're not sure about what splits will be the most applicable for your business and what will be just a lose of your time. Subscribe to this channel and don't forget to check out other videos. Stay tuned. Bye bye.